Okay, how's it going? My name is Jeff, and I'm going to attempt to defeat Ultron on expert mode using the Infinity Gauntlet mod. I'm going to be using Protection Wolverine. Right now I have my Ultron level 2 and 3, and I have my 6 Infinity Stones for the Infinity Gauntlet mod. Give these a quick shuffle to make its own separate deck. So I'll try to put right over here. Right, and then I will. So the first part of the main scheme is the Crimson Cowl. Since I am playing on expert mode, I have my Ultron 2 and 3 out instead, and I've already put in the standard and the expert cards inside the encounter deck. And then at setup, I need to put the Ultron drone environment into play, and then shuffle the encounter deck, and then advance to the next part of the scheme. Let's set that right here. And did I accidentally put that in here? Yep, I did. Give that a shuffle quick. Okay, that's done. Bones over here. He has a base health of 22 HP. Put that over here for now. And the Ultron drones. Nope. So basically, what happens is every time a face-down drone minion comes into play, they have a base of 1 scheme and 1 attack and 1 HP. And then after every face-down drone is defeated, that will go into the owner discard pile. That's fun stuff. Alright, so I got my Logan out. Wolverine's claws come out automatically. Shuffle this up real quick. And when this card is revealed, each player puts the top card of their deck into play face down, engage with them as a drone. So this will automatically start with a drone play. I'm just going to shuffle my deck real quick and see what kind of magical things will happen. There's the first drone. And now I'm going to draw my hand of 6 because that is the hand size for Logan. And he also starts with 10 hit points. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's take a look here. Alright, so this is not really ideal. I was kind of hoping to get some of my kit cards. Regenerative healing is not going to do anything for me. But I can do something with these tackles. So I'm going to keep these 3. I'm going to toss these 3. This is starting off splendidly. Okay. Well, first thing I'm going to do I'm going to flip over to hero form. I'm going to kill the drone. Now I want to hold on to this. Alright, I'm going to just burn the claws. And I'm going to pay 3. So it's a hero action, exhaust Wolverine's claws. I get to choose an attack event card in my hand and take damage equal to its printed cost. Then I can play the event ignoring the resource cost. The attack then will gain piercing. So I'm going to take 3. And I'm going to play Tackle. It's a hero attack, stun an enemy. If I paid the cost using the physical resource, I could deal 3 damage, but I didn't. But I get the stun, which is just as nice. So we'll be adding a stun to Ultron. And then I'm going to toss these 2 cards. And I'm going to ready up. Draw it to my hand size, which is now a 5. Alright. I'll end that phase. Now it will be Ultron's turn. Well, first things first. We'll be putting 1 threat on the main scheme. Villain can't attack me, so the stun will be removed. And then since he wasn't able to activate, I don't have to worry about using the Infinity Gauntlet, which I should have mentioned that basically it's a permanent attachment that the villain gets, giving him a +1 attack scheme. And anytime the villain activates, which, anytime they attack or do a scheme, it will, if there's no Infinity gems in play, I would draw a card from the Infinity deck and then place the gem on there. And then if there was a gem on there, when they activate, I would resolve that type of thing. So I don't have to worry about that. So now we'll be getting the bad card. And that's great. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and flip over to Logan and exhaust him to remove this from the game. I guess that could be a blessing in disguise. That's one thing I don't have to worry about in this. And so that will complete the first turn, and now it's my turn again. So because I'm in alter ego form, I don't get the healing factor ability, so I'll be staying at 7. But I can go ahead and flip back into hero form, and I can go ahead and use the power of protection, which I can double the resources of this if I'm paying it for a protection card, which I'm going to go ahead and do, and pay it for doesn't kill me. And since this is a wild card, I can make that a physical resource. So now I can go ahead and heal 2, and I can ready my hero. And then I'm going to go ahead and I want to keep the thwart down, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to use the claws again. Pay 3 for tackle. Putting me at a health of 6. And I'll go ahead and stun Ultron again. And I'll use the 2 energy resource. And I'll go ahead and use momentum shift, which now I'll go ahead and heal 2 on my hero and then do 2 damage to an enemy. So Ultron will take 2 damage, dropping him down to 20. And I have to go to 8. Isn't that nice? Alright, clean this up a little bit. I have a very small table. Okay, so I have no cards in my hand. So I will go ahead and drop to my hands, well, ready up and then drop to my hand size. So it's going to be 5 cards. Let's take a look here. Iron Fist, good. That's nice to see. That can help. Okay. So. Alright, so 5. Okay, that's good. There, put those there. There. Alright, and now it is the villain's turn. So I will put 1 threat on the scheme. Again, Ultron stun, so sorry. That won't do anything to me. And I'll get a bad card. And Advanced Ultron Drone has come into play, and it has guard, meaning that I can't attack the villain until I slap him around a little bit and get rid of him. And he's got 4 health, and he's a 1/1. And then when I do defeat it, basically it creates another drone in its place. Alright. Alright, so let's do this. Okay, so it's my turn. Healing factor. After the player phase begins, I get to heal 2. So I'm back up to 10. It's like nothing happened. I am going to use the claws. And I'm going to pay 2 cost to use Berserker Barrage. And I'm going to deal 4 damage to an enemy, which I'm going to kill him. And the Force Interrupt kicks in. And again, when Advanced Ultron is defeated, or Ultron Drone is defeated, I'm sorry, the engaged player puts the top card of their deck into a face down, engage with them as a drone minion. I don't feel like it's necessary for me to pay the cost again to do this ability. So I'm just going to stop there. I'm going to use this as 2. And use Momentum Shift and then regenerate to put out Iron Fist. When Iron Fist comes into play, he comes with 2 Mystic counters on him. So these are gone. I am going to use Wolverine to go ahead and kill the other minion. And then I'm going to go ahead and use Iron Fist. And I'm going to attack Ultron with him. There is an interrupt. When Iron Fist does attack an enemy, I have to remove 1 Mystic counter from him. When I do that, I can stun the enemy and deal 1 damage to it. So it's going to be 2, 3. So Ultron will take 3 damage. Dropping him down to 17. will take 1 consequential damage for that attack. And because of that, Ultron is stunned again. Okay, alright, once again, that I have nothing else I can play, so I will go ahead and ready up everybody, and draw back up to my hand size of 5. Excuse me. Alright, so we have Brother Voodoo, Mockingbird, Rock Slide, Slice and Dice, and What Doesn't Kill Me. Alright. Alright, it's now the villain's turn again. The scheme is now gone up to 2. Once again, stunned. I get the bad card. I probably am exhausted. And I'll go ahead and exhaust my hero. And this does have Surge. And Swarm Attack. When revealed, each drone minion engaged with your hero attacks. If no attacks were made this way, put the top card of your deck into play. Face down, engage with as a minion. I mean, it could have been a lot worse things, but because there is nothing here, this will create on the minion. And that ends the villain's turn. And that's now my turn. So beginning of player phase, healing factor kicks in. I'm back up to 10. Let's see here. Alright, I'm going to do this. I am going to just take these 3 cards and use them as resources. Bring out Mockingbird. Her response is, after she enters play, I get to stun an enemy, and I bet you know what I'm going to do, because I've done it for the past every turn I've had the opportunity to do it. I'm going to go ahead and stun Ultron again. I'm going to have her attack that minion. That will... Actually, you know what? No, it's too late. Alright. She'll take the damage there. Minion's dead. I'll have Iron Fist thwart. Get rid of one of those. He'll take another consequential damage. Alright, and I'm going to hold on to this one. So we'll go ahead and ready up everything. And drop to my hand size of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Alright, so... Alright, first things first. We got the old threat here on the main scheme. And Ultron, again, will do nothing. Which, that's exactly what I like him to do, is nothing. And we'll go ahead and draw a bad card now. Oh, it's like we did this already. So, another minion comes into play. And it's my turn. Or the villain's turn, I should say. Healing factor, I'm already at full health. Let's see here. Let's do this. I think I want to... I think I want to use these 3 as resources. And I want to put out Professor X. because why wouldn't I? So now he's confused, and so that way if a scheme pops up, I can avoid that. I'm going to have Mockingbird go ahead and attack the other minion. She's going to go ahead and take another consequential damage. Iron Fist is going to attack the villain once again. Missed the counter. Basically, he's going to stun him, do an extra damage to him. So that'll be another 3 damage to Ultron. And he's going to leave because he ran out of health points. Oh yeah, and I forgot to finish this up here. So basically, also with Professor X in here, I chose to have the villain stunned, which I probably could have just thwarted. I misplayed that, I think. I could have thwarted with Wolverine, then brought out Professor X, and then readied Wolverine. But since I didn't do it in that order, I'll just play it the way it is. But I will remove this threat, though. And pretty much that's all I can do there. So Professor X doesn't have any attack. So again, I'm just gonna ready up everything and drop to my hand size. Okay, now I'm starting to see. Oh, now I'm getting my cards right at the end of the pile. I mean, I'd rather see that than have them as minions and kill them. Okay. Okay, so threat on the main scheme. There we go. That feels good. Ultron gets the stun removed, so it doesn't activate there. Ultron gives me a bad card. Repair sequence. Ultron heals 2 damage for each drone minion engaged with me. If no damage was healed this way, this card gains Surge. So this will get Surge because there are no minions in play. Oh, I'm so glad I did that. He's confused, so that will not be happening today, good sir. All right, perfect. Live to see another round. And so that will end the villain's turn. And now it's the start of my turn. So now I've got some options here. I could put out, I mean, that's important. Unfortunately, oh, and Professor X is gone after the other round, so I forgot to do that. Okay. So I definitely want to get my health points up, but I also want to be able to draw more cards. So I think for now I'm going to use these 2 resources, and I'm going to put out my upgrade for Adamantium Skeleton. Basically what this will do is I get 4 hit points gained, and my Wolverine gets +1 attack, and his basic attack gains piercing. Not a bad thing. And then I'm going to use the double resource to put out Berserker Frenzy. Basically, the hero response on this is after Wolverine takes any amount of damage from an enemy attack, I get to draw a card. The downside is that if I decide to flip to Logan, I have to discard it. So I'm going to use double resource. I'm going to get this out on the table because I have nothing built. I want to go gung-ho and start smacking Ultron a little bit, but I'm trying to keep that main scheme at the first one as long as I possibly can right now. What I'll go ahead and do is I'll just go ahead and thwart with Wolverine, take that down to 0, and that'll be it. All I can do right now. Drops my hand size of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I got 2 left in there. Okay, well that looks nice. Looks cute. Okay. So that is it. Now is the start of hopefully not of my world right now. All right. So 1 threat goes on to the Crimson Cowl, and Ultron's going to activate against me. He's going to go ahead, and I'm going to have Mockingbird defend it. So basically, the force response on the interrupt on this is if when Ultron attacks you, you put the top card of the deck, of my deck, basically, into play face down engaged as a drone. And then until the end of the attack, Ultron gets +1 attack for each drone minion engaged with me. So, minion in play. So now Ultron's coming at me with base of 2, +1 because of the Infinity Gauntlet. And the boost ability on this will be choose to either spend a physical resource or put the top card of your deck and play face down, engage with you as a drone minion. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and do that. So I just decked out. So automatically I get a bad card for when it comes time. And I'm going to shuffle my deck real quick. So finishing the attack, obviously she's dead. So 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5 damage. Mockingbird has been deleted. And now I have to, now that after he's already activated, I have to do the force response on the Infinity Gauntlet. After the attached villain activates, resolve the special ability of the Infinity Gauntlet. My eyes aren't working today. Or resolve the special ability of each Infinity Stone in play. Otherwise, put the top card of the Infinity Stone deck into play. So, since there's no stone, we have to draw a card, and the Time Stone came to play. So when this activates, I'll have to discard the top 4 cards of my deck and place 1 threat on the main scheme for each different card type discarded this way. And then place this card in the discard pile, or the Infinity Stone discard pile. So I'm not looking forward to that one. And then the minions will activate on me. I'm going to go ahead and just let each minion hit Wolverine. So I'm getting hit with 2 separate points of damage because I have the Berserker Frenzy that gives me 2 cards. So my health will be now dropped to 8. And I'll get to draw 2 cards. It's time for the encounter card. Here's the first one I get for my penalty for decking out. Perfect. So, Shadows of the Past. When revealed, reveal your set-aside Nemesis minion and put him into play, engage with you. And then reveal your set-aside Nemesis side scheme and put into play. Shuffle the rest of your set-aside Nemesis encounter set into the encounter deck. And then if your Nemesis minion doesn't enter the game this way, discard Arcane Surge. Well, I knew this was going way too smooth. So, first things first. Let's see if I can make a little space here in my little tray. Note to self, get a table, a bigger one. Alright, so now Omega Red has joined the fight. He has Retaliate, 1, and Steady. Steady, obviously, well, what that means is basically The only way I can stun or confuse him would getting two of the same status effects on him at the same time. He also has a Force Interrupt. When Omega Red attacks you, you deal 1 damage to each character that you control. So everyone would get hit. And he has an attack of 2 and a scheme of 1. And I will go ahead and put in his side scheme. The Carbonadium Synthesizer. While this is in play, Omega Red cannot be defeated, and it has an acceleration icon on it, so now their threat's going to go up by 2. And it has a threat of 5. Now I gotta do stuff. Alright, and these will get added to the counter deck. Use that quick shuffle. No. Note to self, work on shuffling skills. This is why I don't work in Vegas. One of them. Just give it a little pat so it doesn't hurt me too much. Okay, so that was done, and then I get my regular encounter card, because that one was from all the events of the actual one I got for decking out. So, and why not? Let's take another side scheme. Drone Factory. When revealed, each player puts the top card of their deck into play face down, engage with them as a drone minion, and then place 1 threat here for each drone in play. Well, that's nice. So now there's 3 drones in play. This also has an acceleration token on it also. And that will be a threat of 4, 7. Yes, 7. 7 because math. That's not a 5. Okay, so this is my little reminder. Okay, I mean it's not looking all that bad. All right, it is now my turn. My healing factor will kick in. So I go to 10. Oh, I also forgot to add the 4 hit points when I got that, so I'm technically 14. No, actually, yes. I've had 14. I think. So that would have been 14. And then the 2 minions would have attacked me, so that would drop me to 12. Yep. And then I heal for 2, 14. Alright, that's legit. Alright, so I am in a situation where no matter what I do, that main scheme is going to flip, and I can't do anything about it. However, we got these support cards. So this is what I'm dealing with right now. Got 3 minions on the table. They're going to be annoying. I got Omega Red that's going to ruin my day. I need to get rid of Omega Red. But I gotta get rid of that scheme. Okay, well, I'm gonna thwart for 2. Take 2 off there. going to use these two as physical resources to play what doesn't kill me. Actually, before I do that, let me use the claws. I'm going to play Slice and Dice. Deal 3 damage to an enemy, and then do another 3 damage to an enemy. So I'm going to go ahead and kill 2 of the minions. Pay the cost with 2 for that. Then I'm going to use these 2 as resources to pay what doesn't kill me, because I'm using physical resources to pay this, because that's the only type I can use. I can heal 2 damage to my hero, ready my hero. So I'm back at 14. I'm going to thwart again. Drop this down to 1. Do I want Nurse or do I want this? The Nurse could come in handy for any type of stuns, or this will give me an additional resource which could be necessary. I'm just going to put the X-Jet out. And that is all I can do. So, ready up everything. Drop to my hand size of 5. Alright, well, that's good to see them. So the villain's turn. So threat gets a 1 scheme. Well, that was dumb. Alright, 1 threat, and then 2 for the acceleration icons. This now goes over to the next stage. Assault on NORAD. When revealed, each player puts the top card of their deck into play face down, engage with them as a drone minion. Advance to stage 2B. So, the force response: after placing threat here during step 1 of the villain phase, each player must choose to either place 2 threat here or put the top card of their deck into play face down, engaged with them as a drone as a minion. So, there's my next minion. I have no defenses for this. So, right. Villain's going to activate with a base of 2, but I'm going to defend. So, minion comes out. Base of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. So I'll only take 4 damage. I also get to draw a card. And then, since the villain just activated, I had to activate the Infinity Gauntlet of the stone. So again, the Time Stone, discard the top 4 cards of my deck and place 1 threat onto the main scheme for each different card type discarded this way. So I'll just Oh, discard pile there. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. An ally, a resource, an event, and a support. That's amazing. That means I get to put 4 threat on the main scheme. Cool. Alright. Now the minions will engage. So 1, 2, 3 damage there. And that's 3 cards for each minion damaging me. And Omega Red's going to attack me. And he does 1 damage to each character I control, so that'll be 2 plus 3. I'm still alive. And I get another card. Alright, so now I'll go ahead and get the bad card. And program transmitter attached to Ultron, and the force response to that, after Ultron schemes, I place 1 threat on each side scheme, plus he gets also a +1 to his scheme. And then there's a hero part of it, action of it, if I spend the 2 geniuses, and I can get rid of that. Alright, I mean, there could have been a worse encounter card. So now it's my turn. I will get 2 health. And I think we need to get some control in here. Let's use Power of the Protection for 2. Actually, let's just use Power of Protection. Go ahead and get Iron Fist into the field. And he gets his 2 Mystic counters. I'm going to use Energy, and I'm going to use Berserker's Barrage to get Professor Xavier onto the field. And I'm going to go ahead and stun Omega Red. And I'm going to use Professor Xavier to thwart Drone Factory and get 3 removed off of here. And he'll take damage. And I'm going to play Brother Voodoo as a resource, and I got better to play Track by Scent. And it's kind of wasteful, but I'm going to have him remove 3 threat off of this, just so I can get the ability to draw 2 cards, because that's remove 3 threat from a scheme. If this removes the last threat on the scheme, you get to draw 2 cards. So that's pretty much the reason why I did it. I'm going to use Jubilee as a resource to use regenerative healing. And I get to heal 4 on Wolverine. Put him at 10. And I'm going to... I'm going to attack with Iron Fist. Move the counter. He'll get 1 damage. Stun Ultron. So let's do 3 damage. 11. And I think that's all I can do. All right, and I'm going to ready up everything. And yep, drop to my hand size. 2, 3, 4. Okay. That's 5. All right, it's gonna be the villain's turn now. So 1 threat will go on this. Oh, actually, it's 2 threat on the scheme because of this acceleration token. There. So now I have to make a decision if I want another minion to join the fray, or if I want to put additional threat on the scheme. And I'm just gonna let our minion come into play. So, villain can't activate because he's stunned. So there's nothing to do with there. The minions will activate on me. So 1 minion's going to attack. And I'm just going to let Xavier to block 1. And then 3 more minions are coming at me. I'm just going to let all 3 minions hit me. So my hit points are going to drop down from 10 to 7. Berserker Rage, I'll get to draw 3 cards for each of the damage. And Omega Red can't attack me because he's stunned. That gets removed. Now we'll deal with the encounter card. And this will be attached to my identity. Death factor. After your turn ends, take 1 damage. And I have to go into Alter Ego to basically do a basic recovery to discard this card instead of healing damage. So is that after your turn ends? So I'm assuming that's the end of the player's turn. I'm just gonna go with that. And all right, it's the end of the turn. Xavier came in for me. Did a good job. All right, so start my turn. 9. All right, so I have some options here. I have to deal with these minions. I have to get rid of Omega. I got threat to deal with. I do not... I'm going to use that. Pay 1 resource. I'm going to put in some endurance. Increases my health by 3 more points. So now my health is at 12. And now I'm going to use the claws. Pay a cost of 3. And I'm going to play Lunging Strike. I'll deal 8 damage to an enemy. And if I exhausted this card with the claws, it also gains overkill, but it's the nice sweet number that I needed, which was 8. So Omega Red's been defeated on that. I'm going to use 2 of these as a resource to play What Doesn't Kill Me. Actually, no, I'm not. I have 2. I'm going to thwart 2 threat off of that. And then I'm going to use these 2 resources to pay What Doesn't Kill Me. I get to heal 2 damage on my hero. Get to ready my hero. So my health moves from 9 to 11. I'm going to go ahead and thwart again. That's gone. All right. I'm going to use this as a resource and play Regenerative Healing and heal 4 on Wolverine. My health is now going up to 15. And I'm going to hold on to this card. And I'm going to go ahead and attack again with Iron Fist, removing his last Mystic counter. I'll take another consequential damage. And again, I get to stun the villain. And he'll do 3 damage to Ultron. And then I'll put him at 8. Alright, and I will end my turn. So after the turn ends, I take 1 damage, so Wolverine will drop down to 14. And ready him up, ready this, ready that. Ready up Iron Fist, drop to my hand size. That's 1, and I will be taking another bad card. All right. Looks nice. All right. Threat on the scheme. So that would put it to 5. Right? So it's 3. No, I'm sorry. That's 6. So it's at 7. And then I can put 2 more additional threat on there, put another minion on there. I'm just going to let another minion come into play. And Ultron is going to try and activate, but the stun will be eaten. So that thing there will happen. The minions will attack. I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to let the 5 minions attack me. Dropping my health down to 9. I get 5 cards for each damage. And I'm not by each minion. So add that to my pile. And now it's time for the encounter card. So I'll play this one first. Alright, when revealed, Ultron heals 2 damage for each minion engaged with you. So 10. Which he just go to full health. So the 56 minutes of this battle, it's like nothing ever happened. And I get my other encounter card. That's cute. Alright, so upgraded drones. So now when I attach this to the Ultron drone's environment, and then each face down drone minion gets +1 attack and then +1 hit point. So now these are 2 health and then 2 damage, 2 attack minions I have to deal with. Alright. And then that is the end of the villain phase. Okay. I have a whole pile of cards. First things first. I got threat to deal with on that. Got 5 minions that are hanging out. So I'm going to use these as resources to get rid of that, bring those back to being weak. I'm going to I forgot to heal myself too. So I'm at 11 health. I'm going to go ahead and attack a minion. And then I'm going to use the claws and use Berserker Barrage. That'll be 2. And then I'll do 4 damage to a minion. And then I'm gonna, if it defeats an enemy, I can take another 2 damage and repeat the ability. I'm gonna do that. I'm going to use the power protection and this to what doesn't kill me. And I'm using it as a physical resource on that. And I'll heal 2. Bring me up to 9. He gets readied up. I'm going to attack another minion. And then I'm going to use this as a physical resource. And this is a physical resource. Yeah, this is a... Physical. I don't know. I'm using that as 2 resources. To use momentum shift, heal 2 damage from your hero, deal 2 damage to an enemy. So this will put me at 11. 2 damage to the minion. And I'm just going to go ahead and hold out of these. So I'm going to ready up everything. And drop to my hand size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. If I can count. Oh. Put that back. So it should be 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. Lose 1 health. 10. Alright, so I'll let the minion come into play. Then Ultron's going to attack. I'll have Iron Fist defend. Another minion comes into play. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then draw a card for this. I'll let the 2 damage go. Puts me down to 8. I get 2 cards. And counter card. When revealed, first player puts the top 2 cards of their deck into player's face down gauge as the drones, and it's 2 threat. And that will end the villain phase. Health goes to 10. Alright, so I'm going to pay 2 to use track by scent, and I'm going to remove the threat off of this scheme. And because that was all the threat, I get to draw 2 cards. do 3. Put out Mockingbird. That'll give me another stun on the villain. And then I'm going to use 1 resource from the X-Jet. And use these 2 as resources. And put out Professor X. And I will go ahead and confuse Ultron. And then I'm going to have Xavier thwart to remove 3 off the main scheme. And I'll take 1. One consequential damage there. And then I'll have Mockingbird attack 1 minion over here. And then have Wolverine go ahead and attack. We'll just store it.
Underneath your stuff right there. I need a yellow pad. I've been looking for it. Searching over here for me.
Oh, sorry.
I had 2 but now I don't know what I did.
Okay, so So I'm going to Port 5. All right. No, 1. All right, I lost my train of thought, sorry. And then I'm going to tap the claws, pay 3, use long range strike. And it has overkill now, so that's 1 there. 7 damage will go to Ultron, dropping him from 22. I think I did all that right. All right, and we'll ready up. Wolverine's gonna lose 1 health because of the death factor. And Mockingbird. So, ready up. Minion. Draw to my hand size. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Okay. So threat on the scheme is 1. I'm just gonna put 2 more threat back in the scheme. I'll go to jump up to 8. Ultron can't activate because of stun. Minion activates. I'll let Mockingbird. Actually, no, I'll just let Wolverine take the hit. It's 1 damage, right? 1 damage, 1 card. Perfect trade-off. And then bad card comes into play. The villain schemes once again. Confused, blocked. That felt so good. Let's avoid that. And that's it for the villain phase. My turn. Professor Xavier once again helped out. And now it's my turn again. Still my turn, sorry. Alright, things I need to do. I'd like to get that threat lowered. I'll heal. This is part of my rules. I also drop my health. So now I'm at 7. I'm gonna just I'm gonna tap the claws. And I'm gonna play momentum shift, heal 2. So basically nothing. I'll stay at 7. I'll do 2 damage to this minion over here. And I'm going to go ahead and go ahead and thwart 1. Drop that to 7. And then I'm going to pay 3 to play another tackle. I'll only get the stun out of it because those wasn't all done by physical attacks. And then I'm going to tap the X-Jet. Use that to 1 resource, and I'm going to go ahead and heal 4. So I'm at 11. And I'm going to do 2 thwart on the main scheme. Sorry for the small field. And other than that, that's all I can really do. So I'm all out of cards now. Go ahead and ready up everything. Drop to my hand size of 5. I also take 1 damage because of death factor. I should get rid of that soon. So that's 1, 2, 3. And then I decked out again. So there's the back card. Nice little shuffle. And I'm at 3, so 4, 5. And that's what we got. Alright, villain's turn. 1 threat on the main scheme. And I'll go ahead and oh my gosh. I'll let the minion come out. Minion comes out. Ultron will attack, but he won't. And minion will attack. I'll take the hit, go to 9. I'll draw another card. And then back card time. First encounter card. Alright, when revealed, each player puts the top card of their deck into play face down, engaged with them as a drawn minion. Next encounter card. Hey, that's mean. Okay, so villain attacks and the minions attack. So I'm going to go ahead and have Mockingbird take the blow for this one. So force response, another minion comes out to play. Ultron's coming at me with a base of 2, 3 from the Gauntlet, 4, 5, 6, boost card, 7, 8, deleted. Minions now attack. I'm just gonna take the hits. 2, 3. It's 3 damage. 3 cards. Alright. And that is all that happens. So it's my turn. Healing factor. And now the options. So I have strength. I have another tackle. That's always nice. Those have been saving me. Logan's cabin. Let's do this. Let's drop this down. To 4. And then let's tap the claws. Play momentum shift. Heal 2, do 2 damage. Do it to the minion. Get this one of these minions. Let's use the X-Jet for a physical resource. Use power of protection. Use this for tackle. We'll get the stun and 3 damage on Ultron. Stun him again. Bring him down to 12. And then let's do strength. I'm going to use 1 lunging strike as a resource. Or, no, that doesn't matter. I'll use 2 Logan's cabin and do a slice and dice. 3 damage, 3 damage. Oh, I won't be getting Xavier anytime soon. Sad. And then nothing. That's all we can do. So I'm gonna hold on to these 2 cards. Drop to 2. Lose 1 because of the death factor. Ready up my cards. It'll be the villain's turn. Scheme's at 5. I'll let a minion come out. Villain will not activate because of stun. So that doesn't happen. Minion attacks me. I'll take the hit. I'll get a card. I'll get a bad card. Master plan. Place 4 threat on the sides on each side scheme. If there are no side schemes in play, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a side scheme is discarded. Then reveal that side scheme. All right, let's find out. Oh, perfect. So in Ace of II, when revealed, each player discards the top 3 cards of their deck. That is stupid. I hate that. That also gets 3 threats on the scheme. So 3 in the scheme, and then I have to discard the top 3 cards of my deck. 1, 2. I have not got Daredevil at all in this game. The streak continues. Alright, so that's it for that. And it's my turn. So I get to heal for 2. And right, so we have 2 lunging strikes, slice and dice, a Jubilee, power of the protection, healing. Well, let's do this. I'm gonna use that 1 resource, 2, and I'm gonna put out Jubilee. When she comes into play, you get to choose an enemy until the end of that phase, while Wolverine or Jubilee is making a basic attack against the enemy. They get +2 for that attack. So I'm going to go ahead and choose Ultron. And I'm going to do a basic attack with Wolverine with 2. So he gets an additional 2 again on Ultron. So that'll be 4 damage. And then I'm going to have Jubilee attack, and she'll do 3 damage to Ultron. The 5, she'll take a hit on that. Going to now tap the claws, and I'm going to deal 8 damage to an enemy. And because I exhausted Wolverine's claws to play this card, it gets overkill. So let me take my little hurt down to 7. 8 towards the minion, so that's 1. 7 damage remains. That's going to take Ultron down to 0 on his first stage. Let's get this cleared up here. So that, okay. So that'll stay over here. Ultron, his stage 3, he gets 27 health points. Each minion gets a +1 attack and +1 hit point. But this isn't there anymore. When he's revealed, I search the encounter deck and discard pile for Ultron's imperative side scheme and reveal it. And then shuffle the encounter deck. So let's check the deck first. I'm looking for Ultrons. It's not there. When revealed, the first player puts the top 2 cards of their deck into play face down, engage with them as drones. that's done. Now I set his health up to 27. And I ain't doing anything else. So I'm gonna hold on to these. Ready up everything. Lose one. Got 3 in here. 4, 5. All right, so threat goes on the scheme. So that's just 1. So that's 6. And I'm going to, just that 2 threat go on there. So that's 8. And Ultron will activate now. So we're gonna have Jubilee take the hit. So it's gonna be a base of. So now on his 3rd stage, he doesn't get that +1 for each minion play anymore, which is nice. So he's just going to be coming out with a base of 4, 5 because of the Gauntlet. So 6. Jubilee's been defeated. Activate the Gauntlet. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. And then put that minion into play engaged with you. Place this card. And then, so. Alright. So now the minions are going to attack. Defend on 1. And they're coming in with 2 attack. So it's 2, 2, nothing happens. And then 2 damage. Gonna draw 1 card. And then advance Ultron attacks, or Ultron drone attacks. That's 1 damage. 3. I get another card. And then I get bad cards. So first counter card. Okay, so the villain will attack me again. That's a base of 4. 4, 5, and then 6, 7. 7. I have 3 health remaining. I've been defeated. And unfortunately, I didn't get it done on this game. I do appreciate anyone that took the time to watch this game, and one of my first video doing this, and I would love to hear any type of feedback. And if you saw any mistakes I made, please leave any comments on that. I would love to review everything. But you all have a great night, and thanks for stopping by. Have a good one.